What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the recently released 2024-25 Obsidian Soccer International Hobby box from Panini. These dropped for 130 bucks on the Panini website, and resale is currently around the 280 mark, plus or minus. And from what I can remember, it was basically impossible to get these through the Panini website. It just wasn't humanly possible since everything sold out in like under 15 seconds. So not easy to get, but as always, we're here to show you guys what this product's all about. So let's get right into it, guys. If you enjoy this kind of content and want to see more, consider dropping a like down below and subscribing if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel and really helps us grow and helps us put more content out there like this for you guys. And when you click on eBay search links on this page and make a purchase, it can result in us earning a commission, which also supports us in the long run as part of the eBay Partner Network. So 1x5 format, you're only getting 5 cards per box. Each box should have 1 red pulsar, 1 additional base parallel, 1 patch, 1 auto or patch auto, and then 1 die cut insert at the end. And let me show you guys all the sides of the box. Here's this side, there's that side, here's the top, and here's the back, probably what most of you guys are interested in. Might want to pause it to read a little bit more. But yeah, basically, let me just open this up, get the pack out, and then I'll put up a reference table. Ooh, what is this? I'll put up a reference table on the screen for you guys. It's a slightly different design than the hobby box, but let's put this back over here. So here's a reference table on the screen for you guys to help visualize things. But yeah, 1 extra parallel compared to last year, even though they did cut the base set size by half basically. And you can only get red crystals as inserts this year. I don't know why they did that. But anyway, that leaves the print run at about 400 cases only, with each case consisting of 12 boxes. And if you haven't seen the new Jade and Talavera parallels, this is what they look like in case we don't pull any today. I hope that's not the case, but you never know. And yeah, in terms of case hits, we have the black color blast once again and the white knight inserts, which are exclusive to these boxes this year, so they're not in hobby like last year. So if you want to join a group break of this product, head on over to breakfastcards.com, since we are going to be running a case break of this product, and hopefully we get to pull some crazy cards for you guys. But all right, let's get into the pack and let's see how we can do in this video. All right, right at the top should be our base. It's not actually base, but it's base for international. It is going to be the red pulsar, should be out of 44. And on the back, we have a Malik Tillman. This is technically a red flood, even though the Equinox design has like half white. So there it is, out of 10. Red floods are always going to be out of 10, unless it's maybe like an auto or patch auto that's like from like a very rare auto player. Then it could be a 1-of-1 sometimes. So our auto should be at the end here, and then our patch in front of it. So let's cover these for now, and let's take a look at what parallel is behind this one. Ooh, what is this? Is that our auto? Maybe that's our auto. All right, that's a little strange. I'm not used to this format, so let's actually take a look at the last card. Okay, we got a red flood. We got 2 red floods in this box. Red Flood Endrick. I love to see it. 4 out of 10 in the Brazil kit. I was hoping to get maybe a Talavera or a Jade. I don't think we're going to be able to get one anymore. But yeah, Talavera out of 8 is, to me, much nicer than the Red Floods. The Red Floods kind of have to be like a player that has like a red uniform or whatever. But anyway, I just put this in a 55-point top loader, so that should fit for all of the regular inserts and the base. And then the auto should be at the end here. And for a red pulsar patch, we have Galaxy Gear, Weston McKennie. Almost couldn't say that. But yeah, out of 35, not from any specific game or event. Do not love to see it. We need to change this up, Panini. And I'm going to put this in a 130-point top loader for those of you who are curious. So let's see our last card, which should be an auto. Hopefully it's a red flood. That would be crazy to have 3 red floods in one box, but here we go. 3, 2, 1. And it is going to be Bobby Firmino. All right, we could have gotten so many other players that I probably would not have enjoyed to get an auto of, but there we go. Red pulsar, Roberto Firmino. I haven't seen his auto in a while, I feel like. But what is this numbered out of? This is out of 99, so the highest numbered card in this entire set. Somehow I thought Firmino's autos were slightly more rare than 99 in a specific format of a set, but this is also going to fit in a 55 point top loader. And this one, like we mentioned, is going to be out of 44. So 32 out of 44. And that is going to be it for our box. Let's do a quick recap. So we got Red Pulsar out of 44. We have a Red Flood insert out of 10. And then we have a Red Flood base out of 10 as well, 4 out of 10. And then we have a Red Pulsar patch. So very, very average box. I want to say maybe actually slightly better than your average box because we got 2 Red Floods. And then a Bobby Firmino Red Pulsar Auto out of 99. But how do we feel about this format, guys? Honestly, big fan of the new parallels for sure, even though we didn't pull any in this video. Again, especially the Talavera and being out of 8, it just makes it like a really, really nice design and overall nice chase card. And initially, I really thought the Imperial Jades were going to be like 1-of-1s, which would have made more sense in my opinion, but maybe Panini didn't want to do like the same thing as Topps, because Topps usually does out there like China releases or whatever. They have like Imperial Jade 1-of-1 super fractors or foil fractors or whatever. But anyway, who knows why they didn't. But either way, love the format this year and the reduced print run as well. But absolutely hate what happened on the Panini website when they launched it, because it really, really seemed like the boxes weren't actually for sale, or it all got sniped by bots in basically like 15 seconds. It just like was not physically possible for anyone to check. I don't know a single person who got boxes. So if you got boxes on the Panini website, definitely send me a message. Let me know what your experience was like. But anyway, it was very rough to everyone in the Discord. So that's a lot of people. But anyway, I'll just let you guys decide what happened, since, you know, launch price was just like too good to be true in my opinion. Almost half of what last year's boxes dropped for. But at this point, resale is somewhat close to the price of like one hobby box. So if you want to compare international boxes versus hobby boxes, I'd personally go with the hobby boxes unless you got these at launch price, which, you know, would be the only exception. And as always, the hobby boxes tend to have like higher ceilings and a bit more variety in terms of parallels and different cards to chase. But at the end of the day, if you get a few of these, like maybe 3 or 4 versus like one hobby box for resale, because there was a gap of when these were released, yeah, that would be the only way it would make sense. But as of now, the rookie class isn't too crazy, and, you know, heavily relies on Kevin Sullivan at this point, followed by John Ozun, and, you know, maybe a few others that we cover in the hobby box review. So check that out, link in the description down below if you want to learn more about the rookies in this set. But yeah, overall, another slight improvement to this format once again, and I really hope Panini tweaks this even more to get the balance we've all been waiting for next year. I know a lot of people were, you know, saying that there's just like way too many like women's autos or whatever in this set. So I mean, they did dedicate an entire subset to the women's champions from 1999 and 2019. So go USA. But anyway, that is pretty much it, guys. Again, hopefully we get to see an improvement next year, or like in upcoming sets for Obsidian, or just like FIFA in general. But I hope you enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Thanks for watching. Stick around for more content, group breaks, and giveaways. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.